And apparently, like every other woman on the planet, had a bit of a thing for Henry.
Yeah, still, it's kind of remarkable around her house. She loves Henry. She touched Henry's bum.
Yes.
He turned around and she just reached her little hands out.
Yeah. Totally
She
cut the
wasn't
feel.
even, she was like 1.5 at that point. And Henry, of course, looks at me and says, like mother, like daughter.
Yeah.
I have a way of touching. I always had my hands on his chest. Even like we weren't doing a scene, I'd be like, ha 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 ha. That's so funny, Henry.
Even after stepping away from Superman and leaving The Witcher, Henry Cavill remains one of Hollywood's most thirsted-over heartthrobs. From reporters completely losing their composure to A-list actresses getting tongue-tied, these moments prove that Henry's charm is absolutely unstoppable. We've all seen professional journalists keep their cool under pressure, but put Henry Cavill in front of them, and suddenly, all bets are off. In one interview, a female reporter dropped what might be the most obvious innuendo ever caught on camera.
And what was your favorite scene with him out of the entire process?
Ben's a very large man.
Yes,
That surprised me the most.
isn't he?
I was
You're a
surprised.
very large man.
Thank you very much.
In a good way,
Yes.
good way.
Thank you very much as well. Yes.
No.
I was going to say, sort of steady on.
But that's not even the worst of it. Another reporter was so overwhelmed by Henry's presence that she literally forgot how to speak.
How are you?
You could see her trying to form words, but nothing came out. And honestly, can you blame her? Standing face to face with Henry Cavill is basically like forgetting the English language on the spot. She later posted on TikTok about the encounter, calling it Throwback Thursday, the Henry Cavill effect. The poor woman was completely starstruck, and honestly, can you blame her? The internet had no chill either. One fan even had to publicly remind himself that he was straight after seeing Henry. The thirst is real, people, and leave it to Graham Norton to crank things up a notch. Being the savage host he is, Graham decided to read some of Henry's thirst tweets live on air. The audience was howling not just at the tweets themselves, but at the fact that Henry had to sit there and take in every single word about his, let's just say, aesthetics.
That picture we were looking at the top of the show there.
Yeah.
Now, what you posted it. I didn't go look. You posted that picture. And in fairness, if I looked like that, I'd be sitting with my top off right now. The comments on Facebook, though, I love that people like bother to put these things. I think I just wet my panties. This next person, I have the weirdest boner right now. We're hoping that's a man.
I want to know what was weird about it.
I know. And then this one, I just love this one. This is just holy sweet little 7-pound baby Jesus.
Henry Cavill set himself apart from many Hollywood actors by building a Superman physique naturally through intense training and strict nutrition, no CGI tricks, no performance enhancers. His commitment gave the role an authenticity you could see on screen, showcasing strength that was earned, not faked. Henry Cavill carried that same discipline into The Witcher. For the now iconic bathtub scene, he pushed his body even further by undergoing dehydration to make his muscles appear razor sharp on camera, a grueling bodybuilding tactic that left him drained but delivered unforgettable results. Let's be real, we bet the next person on our list was paying very close attention to those bathtub scenes, especially judging by how she acts around Henry. During Justice League press tours, Gal Gadot's behavior around Cavill definitely raised eyebrows. When a reporter mentioned that the superheroes in Justice League have mommy issues, Gal made the oddest comment, one that seemed to catch even Henry off guard.
Issues.
Mommy
like
issues.
Batman and like...
All of them.
I don't have... Superman doesn't have mommy issues. What are you talking about? He loves his mother. That's not an issue.
It's true.
You are almost like the mother of all of them. The mother of superheroes.
I breastfeed them
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
No, not yet. Okay.
Was this a hint directed at Henry? The way she looked at him suggests it might have been. Throughout the press tour, Gal couldn't stop touching Henry and gazing at him longingly. In one interview, she's literally staring at him like he's hypnotizing her while he speaks. The chemistry was undeniable, and fans immediately picked up on it. Clips of Gal's lingering looks went viral, with people joking that she forgot cameras were rolling.
Go on, you go.
All right, I'll start. Well, I think that Superman
Oh, my mum has has always been a hero of mine. No, and I'm not just saying it just for the awe factor. She's amazing. She raised 5 boys.
Wow.
And we're all fairly sane, as far as sane as boys can be. And she's just a miracle worker. So much quiet strength in that woman. And
For someone who's supposed to be Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot sure seems to lose her powers around the Man of Steel. And she's not the only leading lady who gets lost in Henry's presence. Vanessa Kirby, his Mission, Impossible co-star, stares at Henry with the same meme-worthy expression during their interviews. It's like watching someone fall under a spell in real time.
I'm not easily impressed.
No.
I know some people who have done genuinely, seriously impressive stuff. And watching Tom do these stunts, especially in the mountains in that helicopter, I just thought, okay, I'm officially impressed. This is ridiculous what he's doing.
Speaking of magic, how about 11 from Stranger Things? We mean Millie Bobby Brown. She claims to have a little sister, big brother relationship with Henry. But even she couldn't completely ignore his undeniable allure.
Ali, it is honestly like getting a brick wall to move. It's not gonna happen unless I get a sledgehammer and just hit it. It's not gonna happen. Well, also the fact that he's just very big in general, I can't get him to move. It would be like, like his hand would be like there and my head would be like pressing up against it. Like he's too big and muscular.
During another interview, Gal Gadot had a little slip-up that caught everyone's attention. She started to mention something about what she and Amy Adams got up to during their downtime on set. And suddenly, all eyes were on Henry.
You guys got to be really great friends on this, right?
Oh my God, we slept it. I'm sorry, it's my English. No, we had a slumber party.
And we have a clip.
Henry's expression at that moment is priceless. He looks at her suspiciously like, I thought you were into me. Don't worry, Henry God might have wandering eyes, but your Korean fans will forever be loyal. During his visits to Korea, fans went absolutely wild. The man is an international heartthrob, breaking hearts and causing chaos across continents. Even with Tom Cruise sitting right there, just take a look at their reactions toward Henry. Clearly, the girls get a lot cheekier than he probably expected. The attention he draws is next level, and it's impossible not to notice. The next reporter basically incriminated herself in front of Henry. Did she forget she was dealing with Superman-level intelligence here? Sherlock has nothing on him.
And I think that modern day detective work is sort of tracking people down online, social media stalking and finding stuff out about people. Do you ever have a bit of a social media stalk? Are you good at finding out stuff about people online?
wow, you just reeled your cards there.
Okay. Have.
Yeah.
So far, we've seen one reporter accidentally reveal she'd basically been stalking Henry, and another openly admit to having fantasies about him during what was supposed to be a professional interview. The man turned seasoned journalists into teenagers with crushes. But it's not just reporters Henry's co-stars have been playing dangerously with their marriages just to get a slice of that Cavill charm. Amy Adams, his Man of Steel co-star, is perhaps the best example. Years after their initial work together, and despite being happily married, Amy still publicly flirts with Henry during interviews.
Married lady, though, here you are, in a whole heap of hotness.
Yeah. I have a very understanding husband, which is nice. He lets me be the meat in this manwich here, so.
Yeah. Because now, Henry Cavill, are you the hottest man in the world right now?
Doesn't sound it.
The internet is full of people who have been in love with Henry for decades. One TikToker openly admitted to being obsessed with him for years, and honestly, you have to admire that level of commitment. You know what commitment didn't last quite as long? Henry's commitment to finishing several seasons of The Witcher.
My final season, and I actually just want to talk about my co-stars here because Once again, it was such a pleasure and an honor to be working with you guys. You guys bring so much nuance and detail to these characters, which are often at risk of being oversimplified. And what you guys have done with the characters has involved work, care, and effort. And believe me, working with you guys was the biggest pleasure. So, just want to say I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you very much.
When Henry announced he was leaving The Witcher after 3 seasons, fans were devastated. One commenter even said, "Henry Cavill's last season." Crazy. Mine too. But it wasn't just about losing Geralt of Rivia, it was losing weekly doses of Henry Cavill content. Henry decided to leave to return as Superman, prioritizing comic book accuracy and his passion for the character. Rumor has it, he also had serious issues with the writers, who strayed too far from the source material. Being the dedicated nerd he is, Henry didn't want to be associated with what he considered an abomination. And his co-star Freya Allen's reactions, they say it all. During interviews about his departure, the way she looked at him showed a mix of admiration and maybe a little attraction too.
I actually started by looking at someone much younger, a much smaller role in the first episode. And
Ray is sitting here. Ciri is part of our series. So we also were talking about how to make sure that we bring her in early enough and have Ciri have a story of her own.
She'll definitely miss working with Henry. Cavill's Superman journey ended abruptly, despite him being a fan favorite. In 2022, after his cameo in Black Adam, many believed Cavill was back in the role for good, and he even announced his return publicly. However, when James Gunn and Peter Safran took over DC Studios, they decided to reboot the franchise with Superman Legacy and cast a younger actor, David Corenswet, as Clark Kent. Now fans are eagerly anticipating Henry as the next James Bond, with some even placing bets. What do you think? Should Henry Cavill have been replaced as Superman? Let us know in the comments.